Hi everyone, I thought I would show you my homemade high voltage capacitor checker. I wanted something to be able to see if capacitors leaked, and I already had a high voltage power supply, so all I needed was something at the end of it to do the testing that wasn't dangerous with a lot of loose stuff hanging out, so I built this. These leads lead to my high voltage power supply, which I'll show you at the end. And these hooked up to a capacitor. Let's start with this capacitor here, which is a 47 UF 450 volt. Turning on my power supply now. It is tubed, so it takes just a few seconds, probably exactly 11, to come up, and there it goes. It's now got power. So if we watch this here, after I turn that on, I'm now applying voltage to it, and you can see the current. I just ran it up to 380 volts, which is the maximum power supply I have, and it's slowly coming down, but I can change the resistance and it'll come down quite a bit faster. And you can see that one's came down almost to zero, and now I can switch this off. I can run this down to discharge, and the cap is completely discharged and safe. I'll show you that on the next one here. Now let's take this old used IC, test it. Let's run the power back a little bit before we run that up. We'll put that right there. Turn that on, and I'm not applying voltage. I'll slowly go all the way up to 380 volts. Look at how quickly that drops. That cap actually tests very well. So shut that off. Hold on, let's turn that back on for a second, and let me show you something. You can see there is actually 383 volts on the cap. And I'll shut this off, go to discharge. And the cap measures below 1 volt. And is safe. This is a 100 volt cap, 68 UF. A little hard to find the plus side on these. Okay. Let me turn it down, and I will run it up to close to 100 volts. Which is about right there. Oops. And that cap tests good. Shut it off, discharge it. Okay. This is an F&T 22 UF 450 volt cap. We would expect that it's brand new, so we would expect it to do pretty well. So turn the voltage on. Let's run it all the way up. And that comes back down to 0. So shut that off, discharge it. We'll do one more. This is an IC chip, and it is 22 UF as well. You can see the voltage coming up as I run it up to the voltage I have, and then it's dropping right down. And there it is. Shut it off, discharge it. Put that away. So, to quickly show you, this is the inside of it. It's a pretty simple device here. Basically, the settings switch to these resistors. I doubled up the resistors because the schematic I'll show you in a second called for 2 watts, and all I have was 1 watt resistors. And then I use, this is the resistor that discharges it when I set it to the discharge mode. There is my power supply that I use, which I'm being lazy actually to recap that, which I will shortly. And there is the schematic that I used to build it. Now, because I already had a high voltage power supply, I pretty much didn't need anything from here to the left. So it's really a pretty simple device. And I'm just posting it to share if somebody can use it and finds it interesting. At the same time, if you see something I'm doing that's very dangerous, or you see a way to improve it, by all means let me know. This is just a learning experience, so taking a moment to share some knowledge. Thank you.